Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Let's Talk It Out podcast. I'm your host, Alec Lifshos, a.k.a. Trey Busy. It is Sunday, August 4th, 2019. It is currently 10 p.m. This is the latest I've ever recorded the Let's Talk It Out podcast. No, I'm lying. I was completely about to tell a lie. It was 2 weeks ago. I did a late one on Friday. This is the latest I've done on a Sunday, I guess. So Let's Talk It Out podcast. This is a kind of like an emergency episode. I've had a lot on my mind. My special guest has a lot on his mind. We've been talking back and forth for the last few weeks, saying we need to coordinate together to get something going, to get live, and have a conversation. Because there's a lot to talk about. There's a whole lot to talk about, especially with these news about these shootings that happened this morning and yesterday morning, El Paso, Texas, and there was one in Dayton, Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say that it's really deeply saddening for me that it's at the point now where we are not shocked by these things happening. Like, we are not shocked to them because they happen so regularly that we are at the point where we're desensitized to it. Like, we're used to it. It is sad still. It's very sad that life is being lost for no reason. But it's at the point where that it's not surprising to us anymore, man. That's pretty sad that it's at the point where it's not surprising to us. Like, we wake up and turn on the news or we log into social media and see that 20 people were injured in a shootout, and we're not surprised. That used to never be like that. It was never like we wake up and look at something and just be like, oh damn, another shooting. It should not be like that, man. Like, something needs to happen out there. There needs to be some type of awakening or some type of revolution or something, because this is the fact that we aren't shocked by this happening. We're not shocked by somebody walking into a Walmart and killing 20 people. We're not shocked by that. We're like, damn, that's messed up. You feel sorry for the families, the friends, everybody who's going to be affected by that. You feel sorry for them, but just something that you're not surprised by anymore. So I just, again, I want to say that I am very deeply, like, hurt by that, man. Like, just the fact that shit's happening. I saw somebody post this today. They said, please create something today. Create something positive. Create on behalf of all the people killed in the last 24 hours, robbed of their chance to ever create again. Create because you might help someone get through all this destruction with your creation. Just create, please. That's what they're saying. So that's when I was like, you know what? I want to do the podcast tonight. I want to create something tonight. So here we are. Let's Talk It Out podcast, Sunday night, 10 p.m. I'm not alone. I have a special guest with me. My guest, this will be his third time on the show. He's a man. Justin is like I turn to him a lot, man. Like, I have conversations with him when I'm going through things, and we bounce back and forth through text messages. We hit each other up. So Justin Atkinson is definitely one of the loyal listeners to Let's Talk It Out podcast. Justin, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. Relax on the hype man stuff, though. I'm just me. Doing the good things. Being a good friend, There's not enough of them.
I just wanted to, and you sounded real Canadian when you just said that, at the end.
Well, I am Canadian, eh?
I guess that makes sense. Natty, yes, this is a pop-up episode. She said, I'm so happy that this app gives me notifications when you guys are on. Yeah, that's why I like when people subscribe to it. You get notifications that say, boom, hey, we're in here. Hello, everybody who's in there currently. There's probably going to be people that are going to trickle in later. They're probably wondering if it's a glitch or something. Like, no, we are really live. EJ4312 says, greeting, Justin. Thanks for doing the pop-up.
Thanks for tuning in at this time of night.
Man, yeah, this is a late night episode, quote unquote late night episode of Let's Talk It Out, because a lot of people do have to work in the morning. So I want to ask Justin. We were talking. CB fan says, "Wow, what's going on, CB fan?" Justin, we was talking. I just wanted to, first of all, I want to ask you how you doing, man, because it's been a minute since we got on live. Obviously, we do talk, through text messages, but what's going on, man? How you going?
Right now, I don't know. I don't even know if I could say how I'm doing.
You don't know if you could say how you're doing.
Yeah.
This is come on, man. Come on.
Like, I'm good, but I'm not.
Hey, you know what? And we're in the same exact boat, and you know that. You definitely know that.
Yeah, because I've been in such worse places, and I know, it's not even close to that. I just got to keep taking the baby steps.
That's what it's all about, man. I mean, even you said it, man. Just like the little small victories. Small victories add up. Small accomplishments that keep you going. B Marie 8962 says, "I appreciate you. I appreciate you for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you for taking time out of your week to sit down and listen to us have a conversation. I really do. Everybody who sits down and listens, and everybody who subscribes to the network and listen, and they give feedback and they like it. I mean, I really do appreciate it, man. Like, I go out of my way sometimes, man. Like, sometimes I have days where I'm still a human, man. I don't know if people think I got like some type of S on my chest or something like that, and I wear a cape. Like, no, I'm still a regular guy myself, man. I do go through things myself, but I always pull through because I have to. I practice what I preach to you guys every day. Every day. Justin knows. I was going to tell him I had a very rough Friday. Friday was very rough for me because my job let me go on Friday. My day job. They let me go. I haven't really talked about that much to nobody. I haven't posted nothing much about it. But they decided to move in different directions, what they told me. So I've been processing that the last couple of days. Saturday was kind of hard for me, waking up after that. Like I said, I've been going back and forth with people. And to know that there are people that have way more worse things going on in their life. Like the last couple of days, those two shootings these last couple of days, they completely, like, they fucking threw me off, man, like emotionally and mentally. Like, when I lost my job, it is sad. I was upset, but I felt relieved because I want to say a week or two before it happened. Actually, literally a week before I got laid off work, I was talking to my mom, and I let her know. I was like, you know what, Mom? I said this job isn't for me, man. I need to start looking for something different. And she was like, you know what you gotta do. And I legit, went home, started making a resume and all that stuff. And I did what I had to do to make the necessary steps. And sometimes, man, like God, does things. He pushes you in the direction He wants you to go in. I was gonna wait till I found something new, and literally a week later, I was let go. So it was time. It was time, obviously. And I've never been let go from a job before. Every job I've ever had, I always bust my fucking ass. I show up every day. I show up every day on time and work my ass off every time. I do my best I can do every time. Anybody who knows me that knows that, I have people that can vouch for me. They tell you straight up. You guys see the work ethic I put on the podcast. Everybody who's commenting inside the chat room, you guys know. I don't half-ass anything. I bust my ass every time. Now, granted, I mean, people, like I said, they wanted to move in a different direction. That's fine. I understand. Cool. But again, what comforts me is that I'm young still, and that's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. That was just putting money in my pocket, right? That's just putting money in my pocket. That's literally the only reason I kept that job. So I told my mom, the only reason I do this shit is because it pays well and the benefits. That's it. If that's the only reason you do a job because it pays well, then it's time to move on. Honestly, it's time to move on. Everybody, now he says everything happens for a reason. Alec believed that it's only growth. Yeah, I mean, when it happened, I mean, it was a lot. It's a lot to process. It's a lot to process. Move to Texas. Okay, if you guys guarantee me a job down there, now I'll think about it. Alec says you can do anything. Tequila, God knows. Yeah, God is about. I mean, I do feel like I felt like it was time. Literally a week before it happened, I said I feel like it's time for me to move in a different direction. I told my mom that. She's not up right now. More than likely, my mom is asleep. This is past her bedtime. Everybody in the chat room, sorry for her not being here. She's asleep right now.
Shouts to Mama Trey.
Mama Trey is asleep right now. This is her bedtime. Justin, I'm sorry for just snatching the mic and taking over my show like that. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not mad. You need to.
I need to say that, man. Like I said, I haven't talked to many people about that. I talked to my father about it. We're gonna go fishing this week. We're gonna go catch us some catfish. Alec, are you stressed? Well, I'll figure it out, man. I always do. I've always been a person to make things happen. I've been a person to whatever cards I'm dealt with life, I've handled it. That's just how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. Because again, I mean, I don't tell you guys when we get on this episode, this podcast, and I talk to all these guests and the things I say to you guys, I don't just say it because I read it in the fucking book. I say it because it's something I've experienced myself. It's stuff that I experienced. That's how I know about it. That's how I know how to move on. That's how I know how to it makes you a better person, because I've experienced the shit. It's not something that just, just tell you guys like, hey, this sounds good. I saw this on a graphic or something, or I saw it on a meme. No, motherfucker, I lived that shit. It's my life. That's how I know so much about it. So, going to you, Justin. You said you're feeling good, but you feel like you don't feel like you could talk about what's going on with you. This is me and you having a conversation one-on-one. There's people in the chat room,
of
obviously.
course.
So, you know how this show is ran. I expect people to be open and honest with me, man. Like, come on, man.
All right. Well, I don't know how to put it. I have trouble, trusting my gut and finding an authentic direction in my life. I've just always felt trapped.
You felt trapped as far as like you don't know which way you want to go in.
Yes.
Well, as you just heard me say for the last 5 minutes, I'm pretty much in the same area as you, as far as like, boom, here you are. CB Fan said, with your talents, Alec, you might feel relieved. Like when it did happen, man, I promise you, when it happened, I was upset, but at the same time, I did feel relieved. It was like a weird, like it was like a 50-50 thing. Like, people have the right to be upset about losing a job, but at the same time, for me, I felt relieved because I didn't want to fucking do this shit no more. Like I literally, I promise you, if my mom was in the chat room, she would tell you guys. She's not in here tonight. She'd be like, he was talking to me literally right a week before it happened, saying that he just can't do it no more. It's time for him to move on. She would tell you that.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, I mean, man,
we had the convo.
Justin knows. We talked about it. It's it's crazy, man. I do appreciate you guys for your uplifting words, man. I just want to say that. But my point of saying that is, obviously, it's a very cliche thing to say. When people say you have a lot going on with you, but there's always people out there that have much worse than you. And that sounds very cliche, but I have both my parents, I have both my grandmas, and I have both my grandpas still alive. Right? There's people out there that don't have that. There's people that their parents were shot in Walmart, yesterday. There's people whose parents were shot this morning. There's people whose parents were shot last night.
Sheesh. They
don't have that, and that's something that I have that I'm very grateful for. I'm very grateful that I'm here. And I'm healthy. I'm grateful that I have people that actually care about me. It's people that don't have that. I have been blessed and favored, that still have people that I could talk to about what's going on in my life. And again, I read a lot and I do see a lot of things, man. I mean, it's most of the time people grow up in houses where, they only have one parent to relate to. Now, granted, my parents did get a divorce. My dad was still very active in my life. I was able to talk to him anytime I wanted to see him when I wanted to. It's like people don't have that, man. So like I said, even though where I'm at now as far as job wise, other areas of my life are very blessed. So you focus in on what's the good and you block out the negativity. That's what I learned to do. I mean, you focus on what's good and you hold on to that, man. You really do hold on to that. Last night I went to a show. It was a show in Chicago. It was the guy named Concept is a rapper. He held a show called Confest, and he had a lot of different rappers there performing and stuff like that. And I got to network with people, man. It was cool just to be out and meet people and see so many talented people, man, and just see people just enjoying life with no drama or nothing like that. Like I really needed that. It was great. CB Fan says, Alec, you meditating or praying now that you have time yourself? Man, I've been going. It's only been 2 days, so I mean, I usually off Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, I will be spending some time, doing that. I mean, meditating, fishing. I plan on going fishing. Tomorrow I'm going to a Chicago Bears training camp. People that know me know how I feel about the Chicago Bears. It's a blessing.
Pick your poison.
It's a blessing. This is in disguise. I mean, I was going to end up missing most of the training camp because of work, but I get to go tomorrow. So hey, I guess I can look at that as being a silver lining. So I just want
Can I jump in
my.
with what you just
I'm
said?
sorry. I have a guest, guys. My bad.
No, I don't care. No, I'm cool listening. That's what I do. I'm not a talker. But like about the silver lining and like what's happening here, like what happens in everyone's life. There's a Jim Carrey quote or like a video that I saved, and he said, "Everything you gain in life will rot and fall apart, and all that will be left of you is what was in your heart. My choosing to free people from concern got me to the top of the mountain. Look where I am. Look what I get to do. Everywhere I go, and I'm going to get emotional because when I tap into this, it is really extraordinary to me. It is something that makes people present their best selves to me wherever I go. I am at the top of the mountain, and the only one I hadn't freed was myself. And that's when my search for identity deepened."
That's real deep, man.
Sheesh, is it ever?
Man, first of all, Jim Carrey is the GOAT. I just want to throw that out there. When it comes to acting, man, that guy is. you want to talk about top notch getting into your roles? That dude is up there. So, and it's always great when these people that are these professionals that they give their input and their advice, and they're so passionate about making sure that other people are knowledgeable about things that make their lives better. They actually care about real. And I think I seen Jim Carrey say something about Trump on Twitter. They actually care about real life problems and issues. They're not just like superficial, money hungry, people that get caught cheating on their baby mamas. Like the celebrity thing is weird. Like the whole thing is weird, man. The whole concept of it is weird.
People love drama.
Yeah, the drama types, man. Like I just don't fucking get it, man. But when you have people that are like Jim Carrey is a good one. Rest in peace to Robin Williams, man. That was another GOAT.
I was just gonna mention him, but I don't know what I was gonna say.
That he's a GOAT.
He is, yeah.
Definitely the GOAT. Rest in peace to him. Every day, I listen to Mac Miller. That guy
Always.
That guy. I mean, he positively affect a lot of people's lives. A lot of rappers are where they're at today because of him, and it's so funny that he never said nothing about it. He never posted about it. He never, had like a long paragraph saying, I looked out, blah blah blah. No, he was the type of person to help people out and not say nothing, man. Like some of your favorite rappers, crashed at his place because they had nowhere to stay. They needed help in the studio with some production work. He helped them out, didn't say nothing about it. Some of our favorite rappers today are where they're at because of him, and it's so crazy to think about that somebody's willing to go out of their way to help people like that, and celebrity as that they're going out of their way to help people and not asking for any type of recognition about it. And like it's just crazy to think about, man. I listen to him. I listen to him all the time. Like it's so crazy, bro. Like it's crazy that Mac isn't here.
I still haven't accepted it.
It's so crazy, bro. It really is. This conversation just completely just went completely to the left. So I'm gonna reel it back in a little bit. So Justin, when you say you don't know which direction you want to go in with life, have you ever thought about? Because you obviously, you have a lot of experience and a lot of wisdom, just based off of your life alone. Have you ever thought about going into some type of mentorship for the youth?
I wouldn't. Oh yeah, I want to eventually go back to school when I'm in a good enough place. Like hopefully in January, I'm hoping for. I want to work with at-risk adolescents because that's where everything happens, right? That's what we carry into their 20s, and then everything just adds up, and then the littlest thing just sets you into full-blown midlife crisis.
Working with the at-risk youth is big. I mean, I had a few people ask me to come talk. They want me to come talk to them. They want me to come do. And again, that's another blessing about me not having to work. because I have people ask me all the time. They want me to come talk to kids at school. So I can't do that if I'm at work. Well,
You got a chance now.
guess what? Guess what? School's about to start back up, and I have free time. So I could go do radio interviews. I have a lot of time to do whatever the hell I want to do now. So I'm going to take full advantage of it and make it happen. No excuses. I mean, these kids, they need direction in their lives, and it's not. And it's, most of the time, it's not because of lack of them paying attention or them caring. Their parents, sometimes they come from single parent homes, and their mom works or their dad or whoever they live with works a lot of hours because the economy is in fucking shithole. So they got to work a lot of hours to be able to pay, for them to have somewhere to live, somewhere to eat, somewhere to stay. And when the time they get home, we all adults here. We worked a lot of hours, right? We know what it feels like to work a lot of hours and come home. What do you want to do when you work a lot of hours to come home, Justin? When you say you work 12 hours, when you come home, what you doing?
I'm tired till I get home. That's my problem, and but sleep.
And boom, there
I used to work 12 hours.
Look, that's what you do.
So.
I promise you. That's the answer I was looking for. You come home, you eat, you sleep. That's it. You're like, I'm tired. I work 12 hours. That's half the day. Right? So these parents that are working all these hours, they come home, they're not really actively involved in their kids' lives. Yeah, you got the weekend or whatever the days you're off. I mean, Monday or Tuesday. It's weird. These jobs, man, how they work are weird. But you come home, you're only off 2 days, right? They're not actively involved in their kids' lives. They don't know what their kids got going on with them. They don't sit down and have conversations with them because they can't. That's not their fault. What you about to say, Justin?
How'd you know? But yeah, no, this is what I've been like. I've been in and out of therapy. You know the story. I've been in and out of therapy, and I finally thought I got to the root of it. And then I'd say around March, a whole different world came in, and it went to my childhood. Right, my parents gave me everything, but it was no emotional support. Those convos you mentioned, none of that. I didn't isolate. I just created my own little world where it was safe for me to be me. I don't have to wear a mask to go out in the world.
A lot of times, man, they have to. It's sad that it's like that because you had your parents in your life, but you felt like they weren't there. They weren't there for you because they weren't understanding you and they weren't, compassionate and opening and that's one thing I hate.
I still don't go to them.
That's one thing I do hate, man. When I see how some of these parents talk to their kids, it's like that's a fucking kid, man. They don't know better. Why are you talking to them like they're an adult? The kids gonna do what they see. Right? They're like sponges. So when I see people,
that's right.
I see people talking to kids for doing some of the toxic behaviors they've been exposed to. I'm like, man, hey. If it wasn't like that at home, the kids wouldn't be like that.
Yep, their empath is used against them. Empathy. I don't know why I said empath. And then they internalize their parents' shit, right?
And that's how the ongoing cycle continues, man.
Yeah.
The ongoing cycle continues because they raise their kids the way that they were raised, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't think about it. You have to be conscious and woke enough to understand that certain things are not right the way to treat your kids, right? But in order to be like that, you have to seek therapy, man. You have to seek therapy. You have to do some reading. You have to do some research. You have to go out of your way. Justin said.
Yeah, it took me 7 years of being in and out of therapies, rehabs, whatever. And I'm thinking about going back. I probably should. But yeah, I thought I was, and then I jumped back into life and it just crashed again in June.
We talked last time, Justin. You said you were going to go back to therapy.
Yeah, I didn't make it yet because I wanted to go, but I didn't know what I was going for this time.
Just to talk.
Yeah.
Just sometimes,
and
sometimes, man. Look, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You don't have to just go to therapy just because you feel like you I need to talk about this specific thing. No, sometimes, bro, when you get in that couch, you understand. Even when you get on this show, sometimes you just like when you get on that couch with them and you just start talking, it's like you just start talking. You just go, you know. You know what I'm saying? They ask you a simple question, and just boom, you know, you just go. You know that, right?
See, yeah, and like I have that with people in my life, right? Not like therapy, like professional help. That's not where I'm at personally. Like it's not, but like the combos and like people that come to me and share everything give me more than I could ever give them just by listening, right? And they help me, and it's like it's healthy. It has boundaries. It's not commiserating, right?
Yeah. I want to say.
They even combos with you, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
like this.
We even like we just through the text messages. I mean, we go back and forth with like keeping it real, with each other. So I just want to say, CB fan says Justin, not everyone has parents like Alec's parents. Now, now CB fan, my house wasn't the fucking Brady Bunch, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
No houses.
No house is like 100% perfect, but it was an adjustment period, a huge adjustment period. I want to say B Marie says even now my mom told me I was going to kill myself because I'm not strong enough to handle life. Now, first of all, and this is, I'm gonna keep it completely real right now. Is it okay if I keep it real, Justin?
Yeah.
It was a rhetorical question. I was gonna keep it real anyway.
I know.
I just want to say, people in your life like that, and I don't give a shit who they are to you. Parents, person you're in a relationship with, workers, boss. I mean, whoever they are, people in your life like that, you don't need to communicate with on a regular basis. For someone to tell you that they feel like that you're gonna, that you're just gonna kill yourself, that's like the most negative thing I've ever heard of someone's mom just telling their daughter that, right? You need to, and it's going to be hard, obviously, because this is your parent, but this person obviously needs space from your life, because to tell somebody some shit like that and to be serious about that, like, first of all, that's not even nothing you joke about, so obviously they're serious about that shit. For someone to tell you something like that, they don't deserve to have immediate access to you. Right or wrong, Justin?
Pardon me? Right or wrong on what? Because everything you said was right.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, there you go. I just wanted to make sure I was right. EJ4212 said the stress of work pours over into the home life. The kids are innocent victims. Yeah, I mean, 12-hour shifts ain't no bitch at all. Like, they really aren't.
See, that played a part of mine. My dad, I'm not going to get into that story because I could be here all night. But, like, I had great parents. I still have great parents. Just know that emotional wasn't there. Like, I got everything I wanted. I had every opportunity, and I threw them away. Because I don't know yet. I'm working on that.
Well, at least you know. At least you know your understanding of it. Natty says, yes, I'm going through the same cycle my mom went through. I didn't plan on this, but it just happened. I never wanted this, but I realized and want better for myself. I have my downs, but I know there's more. And that's okay to have downs, man. Like, life is not what they fucking paint it to be on TV, right? Life is not what they paint it to be on Facebook. When you go in there, you see everybody happy and stuff like that. That's not what life is, man. Life is ups and downs, and a lot of times it's more downs than ups. To be honest with you, a lot of times it's more downs than ups. I'm 100% being completely honest. B. Marie says, I always try to talk to her about my problems, and she says she's tired of me always crying about my mental breakdowns, so if I'm going to kill myself, to just do it. Yeah.
Sheesh.
To be honest with you,
Sheesh.
it's time to cut off the mom. Sorry, Mom. We had a nice run. You be smooth.
And I hope she finds what she needs.
It's okay. You know what? You want somebody to talk to you, understand what you're going through. You're in the right place tonight. You are definitely in the right place tonight. Everybody in the chat room, me, Justin tonight, because Justin's the guest. I mean, I built the community for us to be able to have people to talk to, right? That's the whole purpose. Let's talk it out. So we can have people to connect with, people to talk to, people that more than likely have dealt with the same situations you have dealt with, and they have knowledge and understanding on how to cope with situations that you are living with. And people helping people is what the whole idea and what the whole goal is.
You forgot one. Listening. The most important one.
Well, yeah, man. I said talk to us.
Yeah, but like people, you know what? I've said it
I
before.
feel you, bro.
People listen to be heard. They don't listen to respond.
That's true as well. That's very true. That's even now the chat room is consoling her. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Like, who talks to somebody like that, man? Mom or not, like, who talks to people like that? Who tells somebody that? That's like one of the most disgusting things I've heard in a while. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it real. That's one of the most disgusting things I've heard in a very long time. For someone to tell somebody that, and then to say that just their mom that told you that their own daughter that shit. That's man. I have no respect for people like that at all. I have zero respect. That's wow. It's really hard. Like, I'm really trying to not go that route, and every time I talk to someone in my family, I'm overreacting. Yeah, well, family is just a 6-letter word. To keep it real with you.
That's it. We're born into a family, and we got to create our own in the world.
Family is just a 6-letter word. I just sounds like your family doesn't support mental health treatment, or rather understand it. They sound like they're the type of people to tell you that they'll pray for you when you got something going on with you. That's what it sounds like. I'm not sure if you guys saw or not on Facebook. I made a meme with the flex tape, flex shield commercials. You ever see those flex tape commercials, Justin? Well, those little flex seal when a guy like.
I'm in Canada, bro.
Okay, well if you go,
I don't have.
if you go to my page, scroll down a little bit, it blew up on Facebook. It has like at least over 1,500 shares for some reason. I was just fucking bullshitting when I made it. But it's like a guy. He has like he's holding like a piece of tape, and there's like a huge like a water tank with that's leaking, a big hole in it, right? So the tape I got over it. It says the black community, and on the actual tank it says PTSD, anxiety, chronic depression, bipolar disorder. And then at the bottom, he's like slapping the tape on there, and my I have over that, it says, "I'll pray for you." So that's how they look how to fix that problem. I'll pray for you. That's what it sounds like. So it's crazy to me that's how a lot of people feel like that they'll fix the problems. Oh, I'll pray for you. Oh, everything be better.
They know what's good for the person, but they don't even listen to the person. They know them. People annoy me like that.
Definitely. I'm just going through the chat room. EJ1412 said you might be entitled to free counsel lessons. Check to see if your job has an EAP program. Agree with Alec. Sounds like they tell you to pray, but the Bible says faith without works is dead. Yeah, you have to be willing to put in the work to be where you want to be. Things are just not given to you. Nothing is just given to you, honestly. Nothing. You need tools and resources for sure. I will definitely send you some messages when I get off here. Send you some links. I'll send you as much resources as I have available to me and available that I have saved. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, because
my info too.
Justin as well. Justin is definitely a good person to.
I have a lot to say, but I'm not going to say it on air because I got to think about it.
Justin is definitely. I mean, as far as like writing goes, man, he does some good work.
I'm better one-on-one than,
and
a safe place.
And also like
this is a safe place.
Also like knowledgeable, man. Like this guy is deep, man. You could talk to him for hours for sure.
That's why I'm so quiet, because I'm just in my head right now thinking about this all.
And that's understandable, man. I mean, we kind of just. When I saw that post about, create something today because there's people that lost their lives in the last 24 hours that will never be able to create anything again. Man, that just really stuck with me, man. Like, just to think that there's people that just, you go to Walmart, man, you try to get, buy some groceries or something or pick up something for the house, and just some motherfucker comes in there and just starts shooting everybody, man. Like, come on, man. Like, that's insane.
I was at the dollar store today and was thinking, like, what if someone walked in right now? That's so fucked.
I was at church and I thought that. I was at church, and I thought that just because the guy shot up the church, I thought about that, man. Like, what if somebody just came in here and just, was like, on that, right? Like, it's so crazy that you go anywhere and that's the first thing you think about, man. Like, all right, it may not be the first thing, but the fact that you do think about it. I just, it's going through the chat room. B. Marie says, I work in EMS, so I see death on a daily basis. I'm already struggling with that. I just feel like nothing I ever do is good enough. I bust my ass for my kids. I'm a single parent. I get downplayed because I work too much and don't properly see them. Like my mental is breaking. I feel like I'm failing my kids by giving, or I'm not good enough. Like it's too much, and I don't like taking anything because I hate the feeling. I go days without eating or sleep. It's just really hard.
Can I say something?
That's the whole purpose of you being here.
Yeah, that's true, right? Talk it out. No, like, I just feel like people put themselves second to everything in their life. And, like, most people I talk to, that's the story. Like, part of it. And it's like, once you start putting yourself first, everything else you're focusing on will become healthy.
Amen.
If that makes sense. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah.
It does make sense. I was telling her earlier. I was like, you need to focus on making yourself happy first, right? Because if you make yourself happy, then you can make others happy. You can focus on making others happy. Working an EMS job is very fucking stressful. Like most people, I don't know if people know this or not. People that work in the medical field, as far as like emergency room nurses and EMTs and stuff like that, they have addictions to like. They're like alcoholics and shit like that because they need something.
They love drinking wine.
They need something to cope with the things that they see, and like not only are they are exposed to stressful situations, like they see stress, but mentally and emotionally, you have to tell people's wives and their husbands and their kids and their mothers and mothers, like everybody. You got to tell them that your brother, your son, or your wife, they're not gonna make it. You have to let them know that, and you have to deal with that. You have to try to console them, and to do that every day on a regular basis is extremely, man, stressful. It's not even. If there's a word stronger than stressful, I'll use that because doing that on a everyday basis, and then just to go home and go be with your family after that, like you just let this person know that their mom and dad is never gonna be able to come home with them again. Like their sister is not gonna be able to come. They're not gonna be able to see their sister ever again. They're never gonna be able to see their brother again. That's insane, bro. Like. People, I take my hat off to people that work in the emergency field. No matter what, I don't care what you do in the emergency room. I don't care what you do. I take my heart off to you because you see some of the worst things in life. You see some of the worst situations in life. These people are battling these things. These people are coming in, and sometimes you arrive on the scene and somebody's already fucking dead, man. Like it's really crazy, I actually have my EMT certification. I got it years ago, about 5 years ago. I got my EMT certification, and I've had experience with that, man. It's very stressful. It's very stressful. That's how I know so much about it. I'm surprised. Like, again, I mean, people that know me know I have a very broad set of skills. I've done a lot in my life. She says, the moment I start putting myself first, I'm selfish or mean. I drink so much now because of my job. I can tell people what I see every day because that energy transfer. Well, it sounds like you need to figure out you're not selfish for making yourself happy. I don't care what anybody says. You need to figure out what would be best for you in your everyday life, work-wise, and you need to strive towards getting into that field. Because
it's not even about the job, though.
It might not be, but even still, bro, like that EMT shit is just very stressful. That's
when I work.
Man,
go ahead.
No, bro, you go ahead. I'm just thinking about it.
Yeah, like I wanted to say something before, but like when you were speaking of nurses and that, like when I was in the psych ward and everything they witness on a daily basis, like even the shit I did, just how do you go home and what's that? It's just poof. Shout out to the ones that saved my life too.
Man, I'm just Where we at? We had 40 minutes. How the hell we have 40 minutes already?
We on a timeline tonight?
No, I'm just saying though. It's crazy. We're already at 40 minutes. It felt like we've been on for like 10 minutes. I don't know.
That's what happens when you're in the moment.
Maybe I'm right. Maybe maybe it does. It was 40 minutes. I'm just tripping. She said, yeah, she's going into B Marie's in the chat. We're going into some deep stuff, man. Yes. First of all, I feel like you need to take time off work. If you have any vacation time saved up, I'll take some off and figure out a good hobby or a good place for you to go and just take time off and just go meditate and relax, and maybe you have some type of epiphany hit you and tell you that this is what you need to do with your life. This is what you need to do, job or career wise. Even me now, me getting laid off like I did, it's just I have to figure out things now. What I'm gonna do, and I have pretty good idea and concepts of what I want to do, so I'll figure some things out. But I really felt like I need to get us on here, man. Like I wanted to come on and I just wanted to have a conversation because I couldn't let this weekend pass where all the events that have taken place this weekend. I couldn't just let this weekend just leave and go all the way up to Thursday without having a conversation about what's going on. I really couldn't. There was no way. That's why I hit Justin up and I was like, Justin, I think it's time, man. I think it's time.
It's always a good time to talk it out. But like this weekend, I don't even know what to say about those shootings, man.
Like I said earlier, it's at the point where we are desensitized to them because we've seen so many of them happening over the last few years. We've seen so many happening that we are not like shocked that they're happening anymore. We're not shocked that people are getting shot in Walmart. Isn't that crazy to think about, guys? Like I need you to think about that for a second. That we're not shocked that this is going on. It's very sad. It's very. It's disgusting, but we're not shocked that it's going on.
It's because they don't share the individual stories. They focus on the killer. So we don't get like this story about it. We just shooting. Like there was an article of a mom that was killed in Walmart. Well, she died because she put herself in front of her kids.
I really do hate hearing that type of stuff, man. Though, like,
yeah,
like I really do. Something needs to be done. People need to take the streets back. The whole and obviously the guy was trying to shoot quote unquote immigrants in Walmart. He was trying to shoot immigrants, people that quote unquote not from here. So.
And there was a shooting in Chicago too.
Yeah, at Douglas Park.
I think 7 or 9 people died.
Douglas Park on the west side last night.
Yeah.
So.
And that's not getting any attention.
No, it's gotten some attention here. I've seen links for it. I've seen it on the news.
Oh, have you?
Of course, man. I'm here. Of course, I've seen it.
That's true. Yeah, you're in Chicago.
Yeah. So, it's this weekend has just been, as far as like emotionally and mentally, it's been a really rough weekend. I just want to sit down, have a conversation with you guys about it, to let you guys know where I'm at. I want Justin to come on and share some things that's going on with him.
Can I say a few words to the people?
Hell yeah.
If you need help, please ask for help, whether it's professionally, talking to a friend, family, anyone. Just reach out, even if it's a stranger, reach out. Walk into the crisis clinics. Do whatever you can. It's a lot harder in America, though, because, like, medical. And that's what prevents a lot of people, right?
Hell yeah, not having free health care. Not having health care at all.
Yeah, whew. But reach out. You matter, your voice matters, your story matters, you can save others. Just get healthy. It's not an easy journey. It's going to take time. It didn't take me one day to get here, right? 29. It's not going to take 6 months to get better. But, like, are we ever fully healed? I don't know.
Reaching out is the way to go because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be able to make it through it yourself. If you're feeling defeated, then, and you don't have any resources or you don't have any, motivation, then you need to reach out to people, man. You need to connect with some people, and you never know who you'll meet or who you'll talk to and how they'll benefit your life.
It's crazy because, like, I struggle hard reaching out still. I never do. Like, I'll do the rare time, but I don't when I should. That phone's like 500 pounds to pick up, and it's hard asking for help. That's why I say it's the most courageous thing someone can do. I need help. Those are the hardest words to say.
Yes, they are. Especially when you got pride. If you're a prideful person, it gets really hard for you to say, I need help. EJ4312 is sharing numbers. She said, your job definitely has EAP. Look on the website. You should see the number. They are available 24/7. If you can't find the number, call this number, 800-358-8515. When you call that number, just say you want to remain anonymous. They are open right now and are never closed. I mean, again, there's definitely resources out there for you, B. Marie. I mean, again, I could send some after I'm done with the show. They are there. So, Justin, I want to thank you for getting on and having this conversation with me. I wanted to thank you for being open just randomly this late on a Sunday. It's 11 o'clock where you are. Actually, 11:49 where you are. 10:49 here in Chicago, but it's 11:49 up in Canada. So, I want to thank you for coming.
My anxiety's just starting, bro. I'm gonna be up for a few hours with my mind now.
Anxiety.
Yeah. I was around this time, laying in bed and just thoughts back and forth. Right? It is what it is. I deal with it.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat room. Marie says, I got shot shielding a patient coming out of Mercy Hospital a few months ago. The man came to murder eggs, hit me and my partner, and the patient died in my arms. I've helped people while they died. Some older patients who know they're about to die with DNR requested, and I do it to feel someone die in your arms like I never talk about work. Again, that goes back to what I was saying about EMT work being some of the most stressful work ever in life. I mean, as you see and experience things that people don't on a regular basis. Like, it's something that you go in on a Tuesday and you experience it. You go in on a Wednesday, you experience it. You go in on a Thursday. I mean, that's why a lot of times they turn towards like substances for coping mechanisms. They've developed strong drinking addictions.
Oh. Yes, about addiction. Man.
There are people that have never even seen people.
I don't know how they do it.
Never saw somebody's life slip away, and that's just like a regular Tuesday for EMTs.
Yeah, like I witnessed a suicide once, and that fucked me up for a while. I couldn't even sleep because I'd see it. It'd be me jumping or seeing him again.
My hat goes off to people that do it on a regular basis. EJ4312 says they're a therapist that specialize in working with first responders. Specialize.
Work should cover that, no?
Yeah. I mean,
especially a job like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if you work through a private company or with a fire department. If it's a fire department, you definitely should have it covered. I'm not sure. There's a lot of different private companies like for EMTs. Let me think. There's Kurtz. There's a few of them out in this area. She said you can feel people don't care, so it's hard to find one who genuinely cares to listen. You found a lot of motherfuckers in here that genuinely care to listen. It's a lot of people here. It's people that are going to listen back that care to listen. That's literally the whole purpose. Natty says, you're strong for choosing that profession. I hope you know that, and I thank you for being who you are. Yeah, I I couldn't do it myself because I know who I am as a person. And I would have broke down if I had spent years doing that job. That job, to me, is literally, that's one of the most stressful things on this earth, man. Like, I'd rather be on a roller coaster and my seatbelt pops off than do that job. Honestly, that'd be a lot less stressful. Right or wrong, Justin?
I don't know. I've jumped out of a plane, so
Well, yeah.
no. But
Jumping out of a
seriously,
plane seems a lot less stressful than that too. Right? I mean,
yeah,
it's nothing like jumping out of a perfectly fine airplane with a parachute. Right?
like why?
That ain't about that life. Thank you for inviting me. This is amazing. Thank you for coming on, B. Marie. We'll be back on Thursday at 8 p.m. If you can't listen Thursday at 8 p.m., you can subscribe to it and listen to it on anywhere you listen to podcasts. EJ4312 says thank you for your service. Thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for coming in and listening in live tonight. I want to thank people that are going to listen back later on. And this is this is just random. I want to have a conversation. I want to let some things out myself. Justin wanted to talk. I just wanted to let it out, man. I want to have a conversation. You know, hell, I'm a human too, right? I got blood going through my veins. It's not like I'm just like some type of immortal being that's not gonna die. I feel things exactly like how you guys do. So I just felt like coming in and having a conversation as well. That's why the show happened tonight. This weekend, starting on Friday, there was a lot of events that took place that I felt like needed to be discussed. So definitely. I look forward to talking to you guys on Thursday. Justin, you have any last things to say to these people before we get out of here?
Yeah. What can I say? How can I say this? You just gotta trust everything and know that this is all happening for a reason that we hope one day will reveal itself to us. When we're all open, I'd say healed enough to understand why. And to take the pain and trauma in small doses, because like for you to try to figure out everything that's happened up to this point, it doesn't happen like that. It's there for guidance and not a black hole to be sucked into. Whew.
Man.
Just reach out, people. Too many of us face it alone.
Thank you, Justin. Again, that's why whenever I see anybody deal with anything, I do whatever it takes to get in their ear. I get in their ear. I will pester the shit out somebody, man. They have to block me. I'll be all up on y'all. B. Marie, we are going to check to make sure you sought out assistance. This made me feel really good. Y'all are amazing. I don't have this at home. A lot of times people don't have people at home that are willing to help them, that are willing to have a conversation about mental health, because there's a negative stigma in some people's households or some people's communities in regards to seeking help for those kinds of things. So a lot of times people you won't get the same assistance, you won't get the same conversation inside Let's Talk It Out chat room that you will get in person with other people around you. Sorry, that's just how it is. It's just how life is. So that's what sparked me to create the podcast, because you don't get that shit every day. You don't meet people like Justin or like myself or like, you don't meet people like that every day that are willing to have a conversation about mental health. You're not.
I can say you do though.
Well, on the internet, yeah, but I'm talking about like around you, like.
No, I mean in just sharing, right? Just sparking up with a random person, you can just get into combo, but I wouldn't recommend it because most people are trash.
Yeah, like I said with B. Marie, she's saying her parents the whole thing with like your family not understanding you and not even being willing to open up to understand you. Natty says, Justin, thank you so much. Um,
I appreciate the kind words.
Not everybody's going to get it, and that's the problem.
Because they don't even understand
B. Marie
themselves.
says, I'm going to look for a therapist tomorrow, and I will be checking up on that because that's what we do here at Let's Talk It Out community. So, well, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys on Thursday. Like I said, I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you to everybody who subscribed to this podcast channel and that listened to it. I really do appreciate it. Justin, again, I do appreciate you for coming on and having a conversation with me. And I'll talk to you guys on Thursday, 8 p.m.
Take care, brother, and the people.